swimming along, folks. Just swimming. Just keep swimming. What's going on, Orlando Magic fans? Welcome to the Six-Man Show Postgame Live. Presented by Rock'em. I'm producer Kevin. Glad you're here. What a fun night in Indianapolis. Your Orlando Magic snapped the losing skid. They beat the Pacers 117-110. And it was a pretty fun night. A pretty fun game for the Magic. Got a little dicey there in the second half, but a lot of really fun highlights for this team. A really fun win. And a big win. The Magic needed it in a big way, and they get it tonight in the Circle City, Indianapolis. Glad you guys are here. Again, welcome to the Six-Man Show Postgame Live. I'm producer Kevin. I'm glad you're here. Six-Man Show Postgame Live is presented by Rock'em. Rock'em is a great company. They make socks. They make underwear of some of your favorite brands, some of your favorite teams. Of course, we're rocking with these classics all season long to match up with the Orlando Magic Classics. I wanted to show you guys, before we talk to the chat, before we talk about super chats and all those cool things, I wanted to show you guys some of the stuff from Rock'em. So like Rock'em, I've mentioned before, NBA, NHL, college, you name it. They've got all kinds of licenses for sports, but the non-sports lineup is insane, guys. It's crazy. Here's some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but what I wanted to do was I wanted to pull up here and just show you guys, if you've never been to Rock'em's website, you're missing out, okay? Look at this. If you go to pop culture, look at this list. This list is absolutely bonkers. You got Marvel and everything Marvel. Disney, look at all the Disney options you got. Pixar, Star Wars, Harry Potter, DC Comics, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon. Look at all those Nickelodeon shows. Movies and TV, look at all those. Video games. And that's just the pop culture stuff. That's not even talking about the fan stuff. There's all kinds of crazy stuff at Rock'em.com. You should absolutely check them out. And when you do, please be sure to use the code MAGIC20. That'll get you 20% off of your order at Rock'em.com, and it helps out the Six-Man Show along the way. We're big fans of Rock'em. They've been great partners for us this season. We're really glad to have them. And so if you want to help out the Six-Man Show and get some really cool gear along the way, shop at Rock'em.com and use that code. Orlando Magic fans, what is going on? Glad you guys are here. First off, we do have a super chat from Ty, Mr. TV, who said, "Who missed Papa John's? Guess we own Indy. We need to recruit Halliburton. Merry Christmas to y'all." Dude, first off, Tyrese Halliburton on the Orlando Magic would be a problem. Would be a major freaking problem. Imagine that guy. Thank you, Ty, for that super chat. Yeah, I mean, we've had Indy's number this season. That is for sure, man. I mean, held them to, I believe it was 116 or 117 when we played them in November, and tonight you hold them to 110. And guys, this is not your dad's or your grandfather's NBA, okay? When you hold a team like Indiana to 110, that's good defense by these standards. That team scores like 127 a game or something insane like that. So you hold them to 110, that's a legit night. Good stuff. I'm Joby says, big dub, you better believe it. Jeremy says, Merry Christmas, Magic fans. Now let's smash that like button. I like that idea. That's a great idea. You know what? You know what I want for Christmas, chat? I want you guys to hit the like button. That's what I want for Christmas. Can you do that for me? It's free. It takes one click of your mouse or one tap of your finger if you're watching on mobile. I appreciate that. Jeremy also said, Franchero came up big tonight. Let's lock in those all-star votes. Go Magic. Yeah, be sure you're voting for Paolo and Franz every day. Every day counts on NBA.com. Definitely do that. Let's see. Matt says, great win. Hopefully soon Wendell rounds into form. Yeah, Wendell's getting back, okay? There's been a lot of jumping to conclusions with Wendell Carter Jr., okay? The guy missed 20 games, give or take. I don't remember how many it was off the top of my head. 18, something like that. So it's always going to take a guy some time to get his feet back under him. And I thought tonight he had more moments that looked like Wendell, okay? He's still not Wendell yet, but he had more moments tonight that made him look like, good old Wendell. Lewis says, hope that Indy in the first round of the playoffs. You're trying to say hope to see Indy in the first round of the playoffs. That would be a sweep. I would love to play Indianapolis in the first round. I'm just saying. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Yeah, Lewis says Paolo was swimming all over the Pacers. That's what I was doing to get us started here today. A little bit of a freestyle swim there from Paolo on the Gamebridge Fieldhouse floor, which is very fun. Devane Madison says, best team in the history of the world. Tonight we were. Lewis also says, great in the paint scoring game tonight. Yeah. Points in the paint were big time tonight. Glad to see that. Matt says, telling my wife to ditch the ham tomorrow. We going Papa John's. Let's go. Yeah, of course, Magic Win, which is a code that you can use at papajohns.com tomorrow if you're in the Central Florida area. Get 50% off your order. That'll be fun. Rich Collab says, I'm starting WCJ next 20 games. Get him the reps he needs. I 100% agree. I think Wendell getting his feet under him, I think you got to have him start. David S says a Magic victory makes this cigar and whiskey that I'm having taste a lot better. Hashtag play that song. You better believe it. Play the song, boys and girls. It's a good night. Alex says back on track. Yeah, we needed that big time. Mess says Gary Harris revival game. Yeah, Gary shot 50% from 3 tonight. You'll take that. Eduardo says cracked open a bottle of wine for this Christmas game. Happy holidays. Happy holidays, Eduardo. Thanks for tuning in, man. Dizzy says refs wanted a close game. P5 and Boogie didn't have it. Hashtag All-Stars. Love that. Matthew says happy holidays, y'all. Great vibes from Sanford. Great vibes all around tonight for Magic fans. Happy holidays to you, Matthew. Let's see here. Justin says, I've been waiting 2 weeks to say, play that song. Let's go. Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. Orlando. Oh, yeah. A good time to play that song. It's been too long. Jeremy says, AB played great tonight. Good job, Rook. Yeah, I liked his defense tonight. Made all his free throws. Solid night for Anthony Black. Luis Rosario says, welcome back, Kevin, because Luke was struggling coming off the bench. Thanks, man. Glad to be back. Yeah, kudos to Luke. He did a good job. It's tough. It's a tough thing over here. There's a lot being thrown at you, but he handled it like a champ. Adam said, I heard Rockham put in a bid on new arena name. Rockham Arena sounds sweet. Yeah, it was a fun little gag from the team over at Rockham on social media the other day. That was a lot of fun. Steven says, all I wanted for Christmas was an Orlando Magic victory. Well, congratulations. You got what you wished for Christmas, Steven. Oh, man. Karen says, I have a smile on my face. Let's go Magic. Love to see that. Steven, I literally texted these exact words to Jonathan and Luke during tonight. I was like, can we play the Pacers every night? Man, oh, man. Sean says, thank you, Kevin, for keeping me centered. I have recency bias and was hating on the culture. 2 playoff appearances in 13 seasons, seeing Paolo bust his butt with little help. We got the W tonight. Hey, Sean, I feel you, dude. I feel you, bro. We're all in this together. Here's the thing. It's an 82-game season. Lots of ups, lots of downs for almost every single team in the NBA. There are a couple teams that are the elite of the elite that have very few rough patches in an NBA season. Obviously, a team like Boston, who's like 21-6 or something like that right now, 22-5. I don't remember what they are. A team like that, they're going to go on and win 60 games, maybe. The rough patches are few and far between for a team like that. For the other, 26 teams in the NBA, it is a long, tumultuous 82-game season, full of ups and downs, and we just have to, like you said, stay centered, okay? Especially a young team like this, guys. That's not the only 4-game losing streak we're going to have this season. I'm just telling you. Unfortunately, I wish I could tell you otherwise, but it's true. We're going to have another 4-game losing streak, maybe in the not too distant future with the schedule that's coming up. But we just got to ride the highs and the lows. As Coach Mosley says, don't let yourself get too high or too low, but just understand it's a roller coaster ride. It's 82 games, okay? We got a long, long way to go. Time Mr. TV says the curse of the white jersey is gone. We'll see. Michael Lynch says, happy Christmas, Maniacs. Go Magic. Hit that like button. Happy Christmas, Michael. Appreciate you tuning in from all the way in Ireland. Always love the Magic Maniacs that are tuned in here on Saturday night. Christmas Eve. Love that. Ty says, I always sing along with you, or without Kevin when you play the song. Love that. Luke Sylvia says, Luke was gassed off the bench. You know what? You did a great job. Let's see. Lewis says, did you get the Magic cutting board I gave Ben for you? Lewis, I have not seen Ben yet, but he told me about it. He is holding it safely for me. I believe the first week of January is the next time I will see Ben, and I'm going to get that from him, okay? I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard about it, and so, dude, thank you so much. Appreciate that. That's amazing. That is amazing. I'm gonna put a spot for it. I might put it like maybe I can't see, like right behind Paolo. For those who don't know, Luis Rosario made me this insane, I guess it's a cutting board, you said? Again, I haven't seen it. Ben told me it was some like carved piece of wood. It's got the Magic logo on it and stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna put it right back here somewhere. It'll be great. Oh man, let's see. Oh, we got a super chat here. Shahin says, Magic win. Take my money is greater than likes. You know what, Shahin? I appreciate that. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for the super chat. Always Appreciate that. Jeremy, this is a great point. He says, Mo Wagner appreciation post, 18th charge of the season. That is insane. That dude is a menace. 18 charges? It's hard to believe that's not number one in the league. I think they said that's third in the league. That's crazy that there are players out there getting more charges than Mo Wagner. That's insane. That's insane. Let's see. Yeah, Dizzy. Yeah, same thing. King of Chargers did not once but twice. Mo Shiesty all the way. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right, guys, let me talk about this game really fast. You guys have summed it up really well. I'll just say, obviously, first half, sensational. I mean, Magic could do whatever they wanted on the offensive end. That's the thing with the Pacers. Like, terrific offensive team. Defensively, not great. Davis Steele talked about it on the broadcast. They're scoring over 50%, and they're also giving up over 50% shooting to their opponent. And so you knew you were going to have a lot of chances coming to this game, and the Magic took full advantage of that, especially in that first half. I mean, not just getting whatever shot they wanted, but Indiana, apparently, when they do play defense, they're incapable of playing defense without fouling, because Magic got to the line, I think, like 24 times in the first half or something like that. Something crazy. 26 times maybe. But here's the thing, like, you can't really argue with the calls. Like, they were no-brainer calls for the most part. You could argue could have had even more maybe. That's one thing I love about the Indiana Pacers fans. Like, Indiana, I've talked about it before. I lived there for 4 years in Indianapolis. Pacers fans and Indiana in general, they're big basketball buffs. Like, that's a big-time basketball, like, fan culture there. And what I always like to do this during games. I browse, other teams' subreddits and Twitter and all that kind of stuff. And I just appreciate the Pacers, subreddit. Most fan bases would look at that foul discrepancy in the first half and go, oh, we're getting totally screwed by the refs. And the Pacers were like, this is terrible defense. We can't stop fouling. Every time we try to play defense, we're fouling. We got to learn how to defend better. So kudos to the Pacers fans. But yeah, Magic just got to do whatever they wanted offensively in the first half. And, they did a good job defending the Pacers in the first half. Then the third quarter happens, and the Pacers go on their run, which, again, a team that is as good offensively as the Pacers are, they're going to make a run. And they do it. And they come not just back, they come back and take the lead. I think they had as much as a 3 or 4 point lead in the second half. I'd have to double check. But fortunately, the Magic, and kudos to the Magic for not allowing the Pacers to take full control of this game. Again, if this is 2 years ago, maybe even last season, the Magic let the Pacers into it, let the Pacers take the lead, and they completely let go of the ropes and lose control of this game. But this Magic team this season just does not allow that to happen tonight, which is great. You love to see it. It's a team that you should be. I believe you are better than the Pacers. And yeah, the Pacers are going to make their run, but the Magic did a great job of staying nice and even, stuck with the game plan, and it ended up paying off. They ended up retaking the lead there in the third quarter and outscore the Pacers by 6 in the fourth quarter, end up winning by 7. So big fan of how this team played tonight. This game looked as close to that 9-game win streak as we've seen since the streak ended. Like, Magic basketball was back tonight. They played really well on both ends of the floor, played their style of basketball, and it paid off. Paid off big time. Matt with a super chat in a foreign language that I can't even read. Some sort of, what do you call that? Is that like one of the Cyrillic languages maybe? What is that? Hold on a second. I can't tell you what that is, man. You stumped me on that one. I tend to know a decent number be able to recognize a decent number of languages, but this one, you'll have to tell me, Matt, in the chat, please. What is this? It's is it Russian? I don't know. That doesn't look Russian to me, but maybe I'm wrong. You could tell me, Matt. Anyway, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, Orlando, dude. I have said this coming up on 2 years now. He says Halliburton is the perfect guard for our team. Can you imagine Tyrese Halliburton as the starting point guard for this team? Oh, put him with Paolo and Franz. Almost doesn't matter who you put around those three, because those three would be a problem, a major problem. That would be insane, man. That'd be so sick. Let's see what else here. Steven says, being 17-10 by Christmas, first in the Southeast, can't ask for anything more. Here's what I'm saying, guys. This is what I even talked about this after the 4th consecutive loss. Like, you look ahead at the season before the season started. You got to be happy with 16-10 and now 17-10, right? Like, man, 17-10, 7 games above 500 at Christmas. I didn't expect that. I doubt most of you would be expecting that as well. So that is Russian? Wow, okay. That's so funny. He says, yes, it is Russian. Nick says, it is Russian. It says we will win a chip this year. Love that. Hey, we're a multilingual show here at the 6 Man Show Postgame Live. You guys are too funny. Anyway, a couple other thoughts from this game. I'm still just dwelling on like the daydream of Tyrese Haliburton wearing, Orlando Magic jersey. Anyway, that'd be crazy. Gary Harris, we were talking about him. We're going to look at the box score here in a second. Maybe getting out of the slump. Maybe. He goes 2 of 4 from 3 tonight. We'll see. Goga got to play tonight. Didn't play, obviously, on, Thursday night. So, again, a little bit of an interesting look tonight. A little bit different. But, again, the closest thing to Orlando Magic basketball that we've seen in maybe 2 weeks. So, kudos to the Magic for riding the ship tonight. You get another very winnable game on Tuesday in Washington. And then the gauntlet begins. The gauntlet begins. Sean says, yes, Kevin, freaking Thunder Buddies for Life. Love that movie, by the way. One of my favorite movies of all time. Love that. All right, guys, let's take a look at the box score here. We got a TED reference on the 6 Man Show Postgame Live. My day is made. Love that. All right, Franz leading the way tonight. At least the top of our box score, I should say. 24 points for him, 8 of 14 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, made all 8 of his free throws, 6 boards, a steal, only 1 turnover. Love that. Here's the thing. I'm going to talk about Paolo, too, and then talk about both of these guys combined. Paolo, 34 points, 11 of 20 from the field, 12 of 16 from the free throw line, 7 boards, 4 assists, a steal, 3 turnovers. This is a recipe for success right here. 58 points from your 2 lead guys. They go 19 of 34 from the field. They only take 2 3-pointers. And they shoot 20 of 24 from the free throw line. I mean, that is just terrific. Obviously, you'd still like to see Franz hit at least a 3 a night, Ideally 2 threes per night, an efficient 2 threes per night. Goes 0-2 tonight, but I'm not going to nitpick because the rest of the stat line from those 2 is just terrific, including only 4 combined turnovers. The biggest stat for me tonight, guys, out of everything I'm going to look at, I'm going to show you tonight. Every individual stat, every team stat. Again, this is not nitpicking because these 2 played great. It was just surprising to me. Franz Wagner with 0 assists. That blew my mind. I was like, there's no way that's true. 0 assists for Franz is just shocking to me on a night like this, especially where you score 117, a very efficient 53% from the field for the Magic, even though they go 6 of 18 from 3. 0 assists for Franz. That was surprising. Anyway, Paolo, Franz, just terrific. Dominated this game, dominated Indiana. Again, they took a combined 24 free throws, which just shows how dominant they were. They were able to get in the paint, do whatever they wanted, and force guys to foul them along the way. Great night for Paolo and Franz. It was just terrific. Wendell, again, limited minutes, only 16 tonight. 4 points for him, but he did have 8 rebounds and 4 assists in 16 minutes. That is terrific stuff from Wendell. Had 3 offensive boards. I thought, obviously, at least to me, this was his best game back. I know it's only been 3 games. But, I thought Wendell was great tonight. Again, great is relative, okay? This is still not Wendell that we're used to. But, again, he's slowly but surely getting back to form. I thought this was the closest of look at Wendell, like looking like normal Wendell that we've seen yet. So, yeah, he'll be back, guys. I'm not worried about Wendell at all. Gary tonight. Look at Gary. Look at old Gary. We've been calling for Gary to step it up. And tonight, his best game in maybe a month. Genuinely. That's just off the top of my head. It's definitely been at least 2 weeks. But Gary Harris tonight, 15 points. 5 of 9 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, made all 3 of his free throws, had a rebound, 3 assists, 2 steals. Gary, love it, man. Love to see him play well tonight. Of course he's going to play well in his hometown, Indianapolis. Native of Old Fishers up on the north side of Indianapolis, Gary Harris. Anthony Black, I thought Anthony was terrific tonight. 8 points, 2 of 3 from the field, made all 4 of his free throws, 3 boards, 2 assists, a steal, a great block. Only had 2 turnovers, couple fouls. I thought Anthony Black was great tonight, especially defensively too. It is tough to chase around all of those small Indiana players, from Tyrese to when McConnell comes in or Nimhard's running around or you name it. Those guys just love to run without the basketball and sprint around the 3-point line. And I thought Anthony Black did a great job tonight. And another thing to mention here before we even look at the bench, the fact that the Magic did this tonight, held them to 117 points and played very strong defense on the perimeter tonight, and the interior, by the way, but on the perimeter as well. Doing this without Jalen Suggs makes it that much more impressive to me. Again, could not say enough about this team's performance tonight. Cole Anthony tonight, 12 points, 4 of 11 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Not the best shooting night for Cole, but he adds 6 boards and 3 assists as well as a steal. I thought Cole was okay tonight, Not his best, not his worst. Caleb Houston, though, I thought was great tonight. Wait, Caleb Houston led the whole team in plus 17 for Caleb Houston. I thought Caleb was great tonight. Not just shooting the basketball. Obviously, once again, he only takes threes tonight. He goes 2 of 4 from 3. Adds 3 boards. One of those was really big, very important, and it got a great steal. But yeah, I thought he was great tonight. Played solid defense. 20 minutes for Caleb Houston, man. If Caleb Houston can keep this up, turning a second-round pick into a strong rotation player for the Magic, that's just great. Mo Wagner. Efficient night, didn't miss from the field, went 3 or 4 from the free throw line. Just didn't take a lot of shots. Only 3 shots tonight, 9 points for him, 3 boards, 3 assists in 20 minutes. Maybe could have gotten a little more involved on the inside, in the game, but you'll take it. Jonathan Isaac, 2 of 3 from the field tonight for 4 points, had a board, an assist, 3 blocks in 11 minutes for Jonathan Isaac, man. Crazy. And a couple of those were insane. Great blocks. Speaking of great blocks, he had Goga, didn't take a shot, had 1 free throw, went 1 of 2 from the free throw line, I should say. Had, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block in 11 minutes. Interesting split of the big man minutes tonight, okay? In order of most minutes, Mo played 20, Wendell played 16, and Goga played 11. Again, it's very interesting. It'll be interesting to see how this changes over time as Wendell gets his feet under him. But good to see Goga get minutes tonight. He deserves it. I mean, most of you guys have agreed with this over the last 3 games since Wendell's been back. Goga has earned minutes. I don't know where they're going to come the whole season, but right now, as Wendell's not playing full minutes, Goga's got to get on the floor. And so glad to see him be able to do that tonight. Chat, let's take a look at some of your thoughts here before we look at some of the team stats. First off, we have another super chat from Med. This one is in English. He says, here's the joke about the movie that I still haven't watched yet. Who is Kaiser? I think you said Soze was how you say that. I still have not seen. What is Usual Suspects? Was that the movie? Was that the name of the movie? I can't remember, guys. My memory, is failing me right now. But I still got to watch that. I promised you I would sometime. Oh, let's see. Matt also says, nobody misses Wendell more than Franz. Wagner Carter will return. You better believe it, man. Matt Browning says, we have 2 max contract players in Paolo and Franz. When was the last time we had 2 max contract guys? I mean, the direct answer to your question, the literal, I guess I should say, literal answer to your question would have been like Dwight and I can't remember if Rashard was technically a max contract. I believe it was just under a max contract at the time, or maybe it was. Rashard, I'm trying to think. Since then, have we had 2 max guys? Probably not. But we're about to be potentially the next few years here. We'll see. We will see. Steven, this is exactly it, man. Love that we attempted under 23 point attempts. That meant we did what we do best, and that's attack the rim. 41 free throws, very impressive. 100%, man. This was Magic basketball. Sean says, Merry Christmas, guys. Love you guys. Go Magic family. Let's go, Sean. Merry Christmas, dude. Steven says, Powell giving Franz his flowers in the post-game interview. You love to see it. You love to see it. Noel says, I'm having a deja vu moment watching this and the Utah versus Northwestern game. Yeah. There you go. That's a good one. All right, let's take a look at some of these team stats here. We'll hit the team stats. We'll hit the other scores in the league, the standings, and then we'll look ahead to next week. It'll be an interesting one. Magic win 3 of the 4 quarters, of course, losing that third quarter, which was a rough third quarter for the Magic. Which is interesting, though. Obviously, scoring was rough for the Magic, but you actually only gave up 33 points to the Pacers in that third quarter. It felt like a lot more. But only 33 points. Obviously, you lose the quarter by 13, but you still take it. Points in the paint, Magic destroy the Pacers in the paint tonight, which is not easy to do. Indiana loves to score in the paint. Even though they like to launch it from 3, they do like to score in the paint as well. So you outscore them by 24 in the paint. That's big time. Pacers' lead was only 3. I talked about that earlier, but the fact that you were able to keep the Pacers from growing that lead in the third quarter, that's a testament to this team and the growth, the maturity that this team is developing. 32 bench points for the Magic to only 17 for the Pacers. Again, Pacers have a very good bench. They only get 17 tonight. The bench really let the Pacers down tonight. You have 13 turnovers the Magic do tonight, which, could be better, but could be a lot worse. We've seen a lot worse, especially over the last few weeks. So happy with 13 turnovers. You get 22 points off of 15 Indiana turnovers. So pretty good stuff there from the Magic. Some more team stats here. They shoot 53% from the field, only 33% from 3 compared to their 44%. The Pacers made 9 more threes than you. That's 27 more points. And yet you still find a way to win because you go 33 of 41 from the free throw line compared to their 9 of 13. Wow. But again, that's just a testament to the way both teams play. Magic, always going to try to get downhill, get in the paint, be physical, draw fouls, where the Pacers are totally content with just flinging them from distance. A lot of mid-range shots as well from the Pacers, mid-range floaters and things. From Halliburton, obviously, Mathurin had a few. And just not nearly as physical. And so that's where that kind of discrepancy will come from. You out-rebound the Pacers, including offensive rebounds, which is great. 9 steals to their 7, and the rest we've already talked about. So, yeah, good stuff there from the Magic. Other scores from around the league. Let me refresh this to make sure we are up to date. Interesting. Okay. Obviously, Magic beat the Pacers by 7. You love to see it. The Cavs currently leading the Bulls. The Bulls were up at halftime, but I see here that the Cavs had a really strong third quarter, held the Bulls to 16 third quarter points. Lakers with a 10-point lead over the Thunder right now. That's interesting. Lakers are kind of reeling. Just 1 game above 500, but they have a 10-point lead with 5 minutes to go. Mavericks just beating up the Spurs. What else is new? Warriors beating the Blazers. Some of the final scores from earlier, the Bucks beat down the Knicks. Celtics absolutely destroyed the Clippers. I know Kawhi didn't play in that game. Denver beats Charlotte. Look at this. Oh, my gosh. Charlotte wins 3 of the 4 quarters, but they lose the third quarter by a score of 30-9. Oh, my goodness. That's gross. Rockets beat the Pelicans. Grizzlies beat the Hawks. Nets give the Pistons their, I believe that is now 26 consecutive losses. And the Jazz beat the Raptors. I believe the Nets and the Pistons play again on, is it tomorrow? No, Monday. They play, 26. That's Tuesday. They play again on Tuesday. And we're just counting down at this point to a potential record-breaking loss there for the Pistons. Crazy. Chat, before I look at these standings, you guys have been going crazy. Let me see here. Steven says 64 points in the paint is incredible. That's 100% true. Dizzy says, got to head out early. It's 4 a.m. and I got to be with the family in 7 hours. Merry Christmas. Dizzy, you're a maniac. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate that. Let's see. Jay Ward, Merry Christmas. Matt with another super chat. Thank you for that. He says, are these super chats tax deductible? I have bad news for you, Matt. No. But that doesn't mean you need to stop. So thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, man. Let's see. Another super chat here for Ty. Moment of silence for the Pistons. Yeah, moment of silence, everyone, for the Detroit Pistons. Okay, that was good. Yeah, I feel terrible for their fan base. Like, can you imagine going through that? It's crazy. Crazy. All right, let's take a look at these standings, guys. Magic get back to their winning ways. You love to see it. Celtics are just a machine right now. 22-6 with a 10-point differential. That's crazy. Bucks 22-7. They've won 7 in a row now. Part of that 9-game homestand before today when they played in New York. Sixers are 20-8. And the Magic just 3.5 games back of them at 16-11. That's not right. That's not right. We got to refresh this. 17-11. There we go. So we are 3 games back of the Sixers now. Love to see that. Miami. I think they were off tonight. They played last night, if I'm not mistaken. They are half game back of the Magic. Then we got the Knicks, the Cavs. What's cool, I still love seeing this, guys. Like, yes, it's been not the best stretch of Magic basketball of late. But because you had that terrific start, you have such a cushion over some of these other teams. Like the Bulls. They're in the 10th seed right now. You have a 5-game lead over the Bulls. You know? I'm not ready to say the postseason is inevitable for this team, but 28 games in now, we're really close to being able to say we can pretty much lock in postseason basketball. I'm not saying it'll be playoff basketball. Remember, I said postseason. I think a play-in, obviously, you're only a game and a half up on a play-in spot. So play-in is still very much in the realm of possibility for this Magic team. Do not mishear me on that. But I think we are 12 games potentially away. Give it another 2-3 weeks that we might be able to say, okay, I think this team is going to play, for sure going to play postseason basketball. We'll see. We'll see. It'll be interesting. Let's see. Chat says, you guys. Let's see. Sean says, who needs a ticket to a game when you can hang with Six Man Show? Hey, love that. Appreciate that. Matt says, I will buy their team and trade Cade and Ivy to the Magic for cash considerations. Would love that. Would love that. All right, guys. Let's see here. Looking ahead to this week. Washington on Tuesday. Philadelphia on Wednesday. New York on Friday, I believe is the schedule off the top of my head. You got to beat the Wizards on Tuesday. That's just facts, man. You got to beat them. You got to beat them. Because Philly, especially at home, that's a machine. New York on Friday, maybe. We'll see. Let's see. A couple things you guys need to know about as we close out this night tonight. The Six Man Show normally puts out episodes on Monday and Thursday. Monday is Christmas. Do you guys think that we're taking that off because it's a Christmas holiday? No. Jonathan, Luke will be back with an episode of the Six Man Show on Monday. You better believe it. They'll be recapping this game and so much more. You won't see me until after Christmas, though. Magic play again on Tuesday. I'll see you guys then. Have a very Merry Christmas. Love you all. And let's go Magic.